All right, so instead of having y'all do part B on your own, I decided to do this one with you just because it's introducing a new function in your calculator. So I decided to do this one with you. So part B, it says hold on one second. Calculate the 95% confidence interval for Peyton's rushing ability in the 1985-86 regular season. So previously on question A, we found out that his mean was 96.94 and his standard deviation was 44.56. Okay, and the way we got that was we just took all these values up here, this list of values. These are the rushing yards he got for each game in the regular season, and we put those in a list, and then we did the one variable stat function on our calculator. Okay, and it gave us the mean and standard deviation. That's how we got these two values. So in order to calculate a confidence interval for his mean, what we are going to do is we are going to be using a function on our calculator to find that interval. Okay, so if I were to do this over here on the calculator, I'm going to go stat, go over to tests, so go over. It's the same place as the function you learned yesterday. So in this unit, you're going to be learning 4 different functions on your calculator. Yesterday, we did it for calculating a confidence interval for a proportion. Today, we are doing confidence interval for a mean. And the one for a mean, okay, just as a reminder, the one from yesterday was option A, one proportion. And then today, we are going to be doing option 8, T interval. So if I click that, it's going to give me a list of things I need to input. Now, the first thing is input. The options are data or stats. So if you, for example, were to just have the list of data like we have over here, we have his rushing yards per game. What you could do is you could put that data in a list and then choose data on the function, and then the list would be whatever list you put that in. So if you have it in list 1, then you can do that. If you have the mean already, okay, then you would go over to stats. And on stats, it's asking for the mean, the standard deviation, and the sample size. N is always the sample size. So I'm going to show you both here, okay? So if you were given the data, okay, make sure you select data. And if I go over to my list, so stat, edit, okay, I would put all of my data in this list, okay? And then let me go back to the function. Okay, and then you would put list 1. Frequency, you would just leave alone. Okay, you just leave it as 1. Confidence level, remember, is always 95%, so keep it at 0.95, and then you would hit calculate. I don't have my data in my list, obviously, so I'm just doing mean, standard deviation, and sample size. I know that my mean is 96.94, so I'm going to put 96.94 here. For my standard deviation, I'm going to put 44.56. And for my sample size, whoops, put one too many 4s there. Okay, and for my sample size, I'm just counting up how many games he played. So I have 16 games total, so my sample size will be 16. Again, confidence level is 0.95, and then I hit calculate. And if I do that, this right here is my confidence interval. So when it asks to calculate the confidence interval, I can say that his confidence interval is somewhere between 73.196 and 120.68. And basically what that's saying is that we're 95% confident that his ability to run the ball in the 85-86 season is somewhere between 73.196 and 120.68. Okay, so basically we're just saying that his ability is somewhere between those, and we should expect him to get somewhere between these two values each and every game. Okay, and that's kind of a hint towards interpreting that.